What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear, honestly, is making a horrible independent film. That's probably the thing I'm most scared about. I get scared that maybe um, edits between two shots won't work, like they don't work in a lot of independent films. Um, that is, and the language of our film existing over an hour and 20 minutes, and not getting lost in uh, the sea of like ideas and kind of sticking to the structure. I do get, but my main fear is just making a bad independent film because I think that's really easy to do. And I know I've seen a lot of them, and I think that they're easy to do, and I'm hoping to make something better than that. And not that because I think I'm better than all those filmmakers, but because the filmmakers that inspire me, that I really look up to, they did make better films. Their very first film. If the film is shitty, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're not good filmmakers. I mean, I think it's interesting to go back, like just recently, and I do this from time to time, is that I go back and look at a lot of filmmakers I admire. So, for example, Dogtooth is like I just love what that guy did, and I go back and look at like his first feature and his second. And, like I think Dogtooth's like his fifth feature film. So he's made a few, and though I can't get access to see them, it's interesting to look at the ratings and the reviews, and for them to call it mediocre. And I see what he's attempting, but it failed. So I do take solace in those filmmakers eventually arriving at great films, but then there are also filmmakers that I love that their first film is mind blowing. Um, so, you know, I am nervous about working with all of my family members. One, because they're not actors. And there's an element of comfort I take in that, and there's an element of fear because what we're asking them to do is a lot more dramatic than I think. I think it would be hard even for a regular actor to really pull some of this stuff off. Um, and the subject matter is just really intense. My nervousness is just um, hopefully not causing damage to people and my siblings. I mean, I imagine some of the scenes that my sisters will see, positions that they'll see my mother in, I'm hoping it just doesn't cause damage. Like it's just something they can't recuperate from or stop thinking about. So that's probably a lot of what I'm really nervous about, is just the strain emotionally that's going to put on them, even though it's very fictitious and we're not asking them to go to like a dark place. It's just more of an emotionally real place.
What's it called?
Oh, so I'm making a feature film in my hometown of King City, California, called 40 Years from Yesterday, about my parents dying, my mom dying, and my dad probably at some point will say, I used to love living life, and now I'm just living.